Alright, the first move I'm going to be showing you guys today is a basic Mason tilt. So here's my wrestling partner Joey, Josh, and this is bottom position, hands in front of the line, knees behind this line. Top position, if you're right-handed, right hand goes on the belly button, left knee is by this knee, right knee up here to go up the butt, left hand on his forearm. So you go like this, and the first step with the Mason tilt is you hit his forearm and bring it into his stomach. Okay? Once it's in his stomach, you grab his wrist. So now you have a 2-on-1. Okay? Next step, elbow goes to the inside of the thigh. So just here, look at his stomach and roll. Okay? And once I roll, I'm going to be placing my right foot down like that. And my left leg's going to be attached to his leg. Alright, so here's how it goes. 2-on-1. Elbow on the inside of his thigh. Look at his belly button. Roll. Okay? And you can get back points here. You want your leg up, because if your leg's flat, he can just roll out. Okay? So that's a tilt. I'm going to do full motion now. That should be done. So... and that's a tilt. Alright, so another move I'm going to be teaching you guys is the reinforced armbar series. And from this, right now I'm going to teach you how to do a stack. Okay? So again, top bottom position, right hand on the stomach. With the reinforced armbar, what I do is I switch my knees. So right knee goes down, left knee goes up. And as I do that, my right arm I make a huge sideways. My right arm is all the way back here, and my left arm chops. Okay? And when I chops, my knee went up his butt. So you kind of fumble it around. Once I have a 2-on-1, I slide my left arm between his arm and his body, and onto his back. You see? Palm is down. My arm is in between his arm and his body. And my right arm still has his wrist, okay? That's key. And so, on the stack, you bring your right knee to block his left knee, and you're going to drive him over it, okay? You want to do this slowly for it to work, okay? So drive, and while you're driving, you want to look away. Okay, so you look away, and then that's a stack. Alright? If you do it too fast, that can happen. Once you do that, you can run the armbar, or you just flatten out. Okay? So now I'm going to do this full motion one last time. So that's the stack. Alright, another effective move for tall wrestlers is leg riding. And here's one of the easiest leg riding moves that I know. So, how you're going to start out is you're going to get your left leg in, like that. It's on top of his leg, and my left foot is wrapped around his ankle. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push him forward. He's going to flatten out. I'm going to lock this leg up. Okay? Once I lock this leg up, I get my right arm, bring it this way, bring his head this way, and crossface. And as I crossface, I bump my hips forward, so his back is going to go over here. Like this. Like that. Okay? You usually can't get a pin off this, you usually get back points. So it's fighting, goes back to normal. I still have his legs. Okay? So now I'm going to show you a normal sweep. So you get the leg in. Up forward, lock it up. And that's a basic leg ride. Okay, so one of my favorite pins from this angle is called the cement job, or the cement mixer. So what you do is you cup your opponent's shin with your right hand, cup it like this, bring it forward. Now I bring my left arm underneath his arm, over his back, okay? And as I do that, I'm stepping to the side. And when I do that, I bring my right arm down, left arm up, and then I throw my hips this way. So I'm basically throwing my opponent that way. So I do that. That's a cement job. Really easy pin. Okay. Now his only defense is to bring his arm down when I throw him that way. So from here, arm up. He brings his arm down. Bring it downward. Brings it down. I use my right arm that was on his chin, grab this wrist, and I use his momentum to go this way. So I roll, go down. That's an easy pin too. So we'll do this full speed, first cement job, and cement mixer. So, cement job. Alright, so I'm going to go over basic breakdowns from top position. You got your tie waist chop. You switch your knees, tie waist, chop, knee to left. Alright, that usually flattens them out. So back up. And one of my favorite breakdowns is you switch hands. Right hand goes after the ankle, left hand goes for tie waist, and you drive forward. It goes like that. Okay? And when your opponent's flat and you're on top, I like to do what's called the frog ride. Your feet are on the inside of your opponent's legs, like that, both of them, and your knees are on the outside. You squeeze your knees together and push your feet apart. So that's called the frog ride. Like that. Another breakdown is the spiral ride. What you do is your right hand goes to the inside of his thigh, your front side, left hand on the shoulder, and you spin. Like that. So, those are some easy breakdowns to do when you're on top position. Alright, another easy effective pin to do from the top is called the Michigan. What you do is if your opponent has a strong base, you're trying, you can't break it down. Tie waist, and your left arm goes on your opponent's wrist to keep the wrist there. You then put your head in this pocket where the shoulder is and drive forward. It creates a lot of pressure on your opponent's arm. So tie waist, wrist. See, you then slide your head underneath. Sit out like this, bring your right leg through. Go for a half, and finish. Alright, so let me do it one more time. Try to break it down, you can't. Try waist. And that's how you do a Michigan. Alright, another wrestling move you can do from the top. Just like a regular tilt, you can do a tilt while standing. Usually when I get my tilts, I get the reinforced armbar. Sometimes it doesn't work. But, get a tie waist. Go for it. These hands up. Here I have a 2-on-1 already. Went for the reinforced armbar. You don't have to do reinforced armbar for a standing tilt, but I like to. You then swing your left leg out. And you want to pull your opponent in a circle. You're basically tripping him over you. So left leg, pull. And there's a tilt. So now let's do it in real time. Alright, and that's a standing tilt. So, I'm going to do some bottom moves. I'm Josh. This is my wrestling partner, Eric. So the first basic move to do from bottom is a regular stand-up. Alright? When you're on bottom, you want to have an arch in your back. You want any weight on your hands. Because chop arm, see, there's no weight on my hands. I haven't fallen over that way. Now if I did have weight on my hands, chop arm, see, I'm already down. You want to have a hump in your back. And with the stand-up, first thing you want to do is clear your arms. So you bring your elbows into your body, palms up like this. That clears this arm from being able to chop. And it clears it from being on the inside of my body too. So that, see his arms on the inside of my body, it's on the outside, inside, outside, okay? And then you bring your left leg up, right leg kind of pivots up like that, and you want some back pressure. When you press your back, you're going to be in a first step like this, kind of like you're doing a squat. Press your back. Push. Try to break his grip by pushing your hands down into your side right here. Back, 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 back. And then when you break, you want to cut out. So here I'm cutting it out. Alright, so now we'll do real time. And that's a regular stand-up. Alright, so easy move off, easy reversal I want to show you guys is the switch. So I'm on bottom, my opponent's on top. As soon as the whistle blows, I want to get this hand over here. So, that. As soon as I get my hand over here, as you guys saw, I want to sit out. Arms in. From here, left hand grabs the wrist, right hand over the arm on the inside of the thigh, and arch your back. That creates a lot of pressure on the arm. So arch, and then from here, I slowly want to shoot up into a double. Most people go around the back. You don't want to do that. You want to drive straight through. Because if you go around the back, you can just re-switch me. So here, switch, left hand goes here, right hand goes on this leg, and drive straight forward. So let's do real time now. Switch it out, arch, double up. And that's a basic switch. So basic reversal I'm going to be teaching you guys is the Peterson roll. It's kind of advanced, but once you get the hang of it, it's really easy. So, rule number 1 in wrestling, never reach back. Because once I reach back, you can hack me. Alright? You always want to keep your arms in. So here, keep my arms in, grab the elbow, the right arm. Add the elbow, head down, circle, circle, grab the leg. So you have his leg with this arm, and roll this way. So, pulling, and now, I want to chew on one of this, and bring it down to my legs. Alright? I sit here, get a few back points. After I get my back points, I then want to switch off. Left arm now has the wrist, right arm goes towards his head, and I switch my legs, and sometimes you can get a pin with this. So, let's do full motion. Elbows inside. Back points. Possible finish. And that's a Peterson roll. Alright, so an effective move from bottom for tall, skinny wrestlers is a changeover. So normally stronger wrestlers are going to just chop your arm. That's okay. If he chops your arm, chop it. All I simply do is change my body weight over. I get on my right knee, as you guys see right here, slide back into him. And then it's just like a stand-up from here. Alright, so let me show you that again. So, chops. Push my body weight over, slide back. Break the grip. And wrestle. All right, one more time. One more time. Chop. Push. Stand up. Wrestle. And that's a changeover. Alright, so the first takedown I want to show you guys is how to do a slide by. Usually shorter wrestlers are really aggressive, so they push into you a lot. There's three ways you can do this. You can do this regular slide by, like this, lift up, underhook, throw it by, or the fish hook method, which is what I like to do. So your arm goes over his arm, pushes into his chest. Now Joey here is going to start pushing into me. Alright, now here, once he's pushing into me, I want to move my right foot back. See, right foot back. That creates space for him to go. Okay? So right foot back. I'm going to lift this arm up, throw it by my face, and as I do that, I'm basically saying no. Shaking my head, front of my face, here, grab the far hip, and circle. Alright? So let's do full speed. Alright, so full motion. Joey's going to push into me. There we go. And that's how you do a slide by. Alright, so an effective move against short wrestlers is the snap down go behind, because they usually attack their legs. So I'm wrestling Joey here. I push into him, he stops. He tries to go for a takedown, and what I do is when I snap him, bring my leading foot back. So if I keep my leading foot there, I'm snapping him into me, and he can take me down really easily. So when I snap him down, I bring my right leg back. So I push, stop, right back. Now from here, right hand on the chin, left arm on his arm right here. And what you can do is you can bring him forward. Bring him forward, move him around. Basically, you're going to go to the side. Left arm is going to go up the chute, up the butt. You grab his leg, which is basically up here. And you're going to drive this way while keeping the chin. Drive. Do the circle and 2 points. All right. So one more time. So push in. He stops. Bring him around. Move it in, circle up the chute, drive. That is a snap down go behind. Alright, so an effective takedown is called the high crotch. There's multiple ways you can finish, but a good finish for taller wrestlers is called the sky finish. So with the high crotch, start here. What you do is when you attack, you have to break this toe line. So you step here, I broke the toe line, I'm going to lift this arm up and comb my hair. Lift, comb. Okay? I'm going to go down on my knee, and I'm going to bring my right arm up his butt over here. And an important move from here is you want to bring your left leg over, and you want to swipe your foot over. So you're at an angle. You want to swipe. And with the sky finish, you're going to bring your left arm back and stand up. When you stand up, you want to get your hips into them. So stand up, slam. Alright? So that's the sky finish. And one more time. So for the high crotch, break the toe line, lift, comb your hair, sweep my foot, go this way, up. And that's a high crotch sky finish. Alright, so an effective takedown for tall wrestlers is an ankle kick. So you start out here. What you want to do is you want to circle away from the ankle you want. Right-handed wrestlers usually go for this leg, so I want to circle this way. I circle, bring there, I bring him this way. Circle, pull, pull. Now that his leg's forward, once I pulled him, I drop down on my left knee, grab the ankle, bring his head down to his knee, push, throw the head back, And that's 2 easy points. So, one more time. Circle, pull. And that's an ankle pick. Alright, so an effective takedown / pinning combination is the front headlock cross ankle pick. So, start here, snapping down, and now I'm in a front headlock. Right hand's on the chin, left hand has his arm over here. Now from here, I'm going to swing his right arm this way and drop my head. The reason why I drop my head is to block this arm from going back. So, here we go. And from here, I want to use my left arm to grab this ankle. So grab, drive. Alright, now that he's on his side, I let go. Left arm goes underneath like a cement job. And over and pin. Sometimes you can't get that arm there fast enough. Some of the time you can. Just depends. So, front headlock. That's front headlock, cross ankle pick. Alright, so another effective leg attack are single legs. So, here when I'm wrestling, left arm on this arm, right arm on this arm. And what I'm going to do is like an ankle pick, but on the other leg. I pull him this way, he steps forward. Pull him this way, attack the leg, and I go forward. I bump him, bring the leg up. Okay? Leg isn't going anywhere. It's in my armpit. Here, you can do a couple things. You can step in front and trip. You can uppercut and kick. I usually like tripping in front, so let me show you again. Like that, attack, bump, then. So that's a easy single leg attack. So for wrestling, the main objective is to stay in your stance. There's 2 types of stances. There's like a defensive stance where both your toes are on the same line. There's a stagger stance or an aggressive stance, which is what I like. When you're in your stance, you don't want to be sitting straight up because it's easy for someone to attack your legs. You kind of want to, get a little squat in there, okay? And you also want your elbows in because that protects your body. And the leg that your opponent is going to go after first is your lead leg. If you're right-handed, you want your right leg forward, your dominant leg. So I'm going to have my right arm blocking my lead leg, like this. And when you're moving, you always want your dominant leg forward. You never want to crisscross. You never want to walk like this. Bad. You want to bring this leg back. And that's basically your stance. You want your shoulder, knee, and toe along the same line. You want to be a little far down. And, yeah, so that's a wrestling stance. Alright, so I want to talk about the lines of defense. When I'm wrestling Joe here, I can protect my legs anyways. I can use my hands for wrestling. He can't get to me. My hands are here. Now, if he brings my hand up, I have my forearm to block, and after my forearm, I have my head. Sorry, Marley. You can't. My head's here, my hands are blocking off. Well, if he gets past my hands, my forearms, my head, then my next line of defense is my hips. So first, I'm going to teach you the sprawl, and that's basically if he gets past all those lines of defense, you bring your legs back, and you want your dominant leg to go over this leg. So, here's a sprawl, hands down, sprawl. Now Joey's going to do a takedown, wrestling, sprawl. You can just keep your leg back or you can keep your leg over, doesn't matter. Again. And that's a sprawl. Okay, so I want to go over some high crotch defense. So Joey here's going to get a high crotch. Alright, so from here, I can't sprawl. So what I do is I get my right hand posted on the back of his head. When I do that, I want to get my left hand, cup the belly button. So push down my right hand, left hand cups the belly button. And as I'm doing that, I'm kind of rotating in this way. Pull up and push down. Here. Once I'm here, I have drop the left hand, right hand to the chin. I snap, pull, circle, and go around. So that's high crotch defense. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys some sweep single defense. So show you a sweep one. Okay. First thing I want to do is get a whizzer. Left arm goes here. In between his body and his arm. That helps the defense. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my knees and push back. As I'm pushing back, I'm posting on his legs or on his thighs. When I do that, it pushes me out more and more, and it breaks the grip. And then I can go out front, pull, snap, and go around. So that's just some basic sweep single defense.